thought about what you said to me the other night about my painting. I stayed up half the night, and then something occurred to me. Then I drifted into a long, deep sleep, and I haven't thought about you since. You want to know what occurred to me? You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. You've never been out of Boston. I suppose all the books, if you gave me everything about art, Michelangelo, his political aspirations, his relationship to the Pope. But I bet you can't tell me what it's like to stand in the Sistine Chapel and look up at that beautiful ceiling. I suppose if you were to talk to me about love, you would talk about your conquests. Got a whole syllabus. Maybe you've even been laid a few times, but you can never tell me what it's like to wake up next to a woman and be truly happy. As if God put an angel on earth just for you that could bring you out of desperation. You've never sat in a hospital bed sitting up next to your wife, watching the life drain out of her for cancer. And doctors staring at you because, the words visits now mean nothing to you. You're an orphan, right? Do you think I profess to know anything about you because I read Oliver Twist? Does that encapsulate you, Will? You see, I cannot learn anything about you that I can read elsewhere in some fucking book. Now, if you're prepared to talk, I'll listen. But unless you're prepared to, it's game over. It's up to you. Your move, Chief.
And action.
I thought about what you said to me the other night about my painting. And then something occurred to me, and I went into a deep sleep, and I haven't thought about you since. You want to know what occurred to me? You're just a kid. You don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. You've never been out of Boston. I bet you if I could talk about art, if you wanted to talk about art, you could give me every book you've ever read or, learnt. Michelangelo, I guess, relationship to the Pope, his political ambitions, his ability with a brush. But I bet you have never stood in the Sistine Chapel and looked up at that beautiful ceiling. I bet you, if you could give me a thing about love, you'd give me a sonnet, You'd probably give me a portfolio of your conquests. I bet you've been laid a few times. But I bet you could never tell me what it's like to wake up next to a woman and be truly happy. That God put an angel on earth just for you. I bet you never sat in a hospital ward with a lady holding her hand while she's drawing her last breath, you know, trying to save herself from cancer. You know, and doctors thinking, looking at you intently and determined to get you out, because to that visiting hours doesn't matter. You're an orphan, right? Do you think I profess to know anything about you just because I read fucking Oliver Twist? Unless you're prepared to talk. But you profess to know everything about me from my painting. But unless you're prepared to talk and reveal who you are. Now, I'm all ears for that. But it ain't gonna work, and I can't read about your life in a fucking book. It's over. It's up to you. Your move, Chief.